Reimagining Turok as a new game for next-generation audiences was a daunting task. Vancouver-based developer Propaganda Games had some serious work to do.
I think dinos will always have this really special place in everybody's imagination. When we first see dinosaurs in books and in museums and everything, it's just amazing to think that these creatures once walked the earth.
They ruled the earth millions of years ago. Although Turok's mission is to stop and seize Kane, Whiskey Company has to contend with these monstrous predators as well.
When we approached our dinosaurs, we were looking for ways to really make them stand out and be unique. And so we started off by doing research on dinos, but ultimately we started to infuse ideas from, horror movies and that whole idea of this bloodthirsty creature that will not stop no matter what.
Of course, no one truly knows what it would be like to go up against a dinosaur, so the team at Vancouver-based Propaganda Games were free to let their imaginations soar.
When you are wandering through an empty jungle and you think you're safe or you think you're okay, and all of a sudden trees are breaking, the ground is shaking, your heartbeat gets going. You know what's coming.
History's dinosaurs may have had tiny brains, but the creatures in Turok are powered by an extensive artificial intelligence system.
We've got a sandbox AI system where you can put these actors together, whether they're human or whether they're a dinosaur, and they know what to do with each other. Usually what a dinosaur does to a human is eat them.
Basically, the AI has to be self-directing, be able to react to any number of different situations. So what we have to do as engineers is provide tools to level designers to allow them to try to have that natural flow of a raptor comes around a corner, sees a guy, he might decide to go for the MG rather than the player, or he might decide to go for the player. It's different every time.
What does the dinosaur do when he sees a target? He doesn't care if he's one of Kane's men or a member of Whiskey Company. He knows what to do. He's going to try and hunt that thing.
As they were creating a first-person shooter, the Propaganda team needed to separate themselves from the pack. And one of the ways they did just that is with their advanced human AI.
I want a human enemy that's going to use the same weapons that I do, the same tactics that I do. You look at human enemies in our game, and they will flank you. They're called to each other, and if you're not careful, they will come around from the side and take you out. They'll work in tandem in order to bring the player down.
They have a setup in where they're coming from and how they're acting when you first see them, but once they're in the field, they sort of, it's a set and forget sort of thing. They need to go and figure out what they need to do to survive and kill whoever they need to.
All of this stuff just comes back to the basics of we have two AI systems that know how to play with each other very, very well and can be up to the players to how to use that kind of thing.
Our human AI, they use the same weapons that we do. They use the grenades. They crouch. They take cover. They'll fall back if they feel that they're taking too much damage. And you take the dinosaurs and throw them into the mix. And you know that every time you play the game, you're going to get a fully dynamic experience.
All this results in a seamless, more lifelike experience, but it also set up some unexpected surprises.
Occasionally we have raptors fighting each other, which we didn't actually code in deliberately, but with the luring mechanism, with the flare, the shotgun flare, and also the way the designers set up certain situations, we found raptors attacking each other, and it looks really natural. It looks like it's part of a living environment.
The team's labor of love, blood, sweat, and tears delivered on all accounts.
Animation in this game is some of the best animation that you'll see in a product, period, hands down, across the board.
Fascination with these animals could stem from our first experiences with fear. Turok explores this suspicion with exciting and terrifying results. In our next installment, we'll look at the unique world and characters that populate this innovative game. When Awakening the Giants, the making of Turok continues.